What's up, guys? Welcome back. Alright, so today's the second day of the 1J dismantle and repair. So basically today is going to be kind of a clean and reassemble stage of everything. So now I ordered the O-ring for the oil filter housing. I didn't know I was going to need it, but I ordered it. Should be here Tuesday, so we'll do that later. But with it out the way, we can get our motor mount brackets on and everything like that. So first thing is first. We are going to clean up all this nastiness. And we got some brake clean. We're going to clean all this up and spray it down. And we're going to try to change our front cam seals, our crank seal. Get that all done. Get our water pump on. And try to get the front timing back together. Everything but the VVTi gear. Because we're going to rebuild that. I'm not sure I'll get to that today. But yeah, so that's the plan. Let's get this cleaned up and everything like that. So I'm going to get some brake clean. I'm going to clean this all up. And I'll bring you guys back when we have a clean slate to start working on. Alright guys, so we got the engine all cleaned up, looking really nice now, and pretty much we can throw our water pump back in and we can get these seals out. Now there's a couple different ways to get these seals out. Everybody kind of does it differently. I'm going to try using a pick. If that doesn't work, then you can screw a small screw into the seal and then usually just pull them out. But yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff and we'll see which, what works best. They do make seal pullers and everything like that. I just don't have them because I usually just get them out with a screwdriver, a pick, or a screw or something. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get these 3 seals out so we can put our new ones in, get our water pump back in, and just get this stuff cleaned up because, the sooner we get this together, the sooner we're getting closer to putting it in the car. All right, so I got the first one out and I'll just kind of show you what it did. So I take my pick here. Nice little angle pick, and we're gonna stick it up in the seal, and then, well, this one's a little different, but we're just gonna pull it out just like so. So it's not super hard, but yeah, it's pretty much the gist of it. And we'll do it with the crank. This one may be a little difficult, but you try to get underneath the lip, and then you should be able to, hopefully. Oh, this one's gonna be in a little bit harder. Broke my pick. Oh well. Alright, so this one's in a little bit tighter, so we'll have to get a screw. And we'll put a screw in there or something, and we'll get it out that way. That was a real pain to get out. But yeah, so you gotta be careful, but you just drill a screw in there, kind of pull it, it'll come out. So that's step 1, is remove all the seals. Now we get new seals and put them back in. Alright guys, so if you ever order these from Drift Motion, they sell a set for the VVTi 1JZ, and it comes with these 2 part numbers. So, fun fact, they're not labeled intake and exhaust like I really would have hoped they would be. So the 38056 is the exhaust, and the 420 is the intake, just in case you were wondering. They come pre-greased. I don't know if you can see that, but they actually have grease inside of them, which is kind of cool. So this is the 3856, so this is the exhaust side, so it's going to basically slide on to here, and we're going to have to tap it in there. So once you get it pretty much on there, then you're going to find something that's the right diameter to hit this, and you're just going to gently tap it in. So I'm going to look for a big socket. Alright, so I couldn't find a socket big enough, but I did find this exhaust pipe that is the right size, so we're just going to use it, and we're just going to tap in our seal. And there we go. And that's one. So we'll get the other ones done, and then I'll bring you back because my battery is dying. Alright, charged up the camera for a little bit here, and we got our new crank seal installed. Both our new cam seals installed. So that's awesome. Everything is looking really nice and clean. Spent some time cleaning up. We prepped the surface for the water pump, so we're going to get ready to throw that on. I will say, all I saw was this in the package, but once I flipped it over, I will say this is actually a really nice paper gasket. It comes with the thermal seal that kind of is like liquid gasket installed on the paper. These are actually the best type of paper gaskets. I still prefer the MLS metal gaskets, but these are, these are really good paper gaskets. So shout out Eisen, or however you pronounce it, for at least supplying really high quality paper gaskets. So I'm super happy about that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and throw our water pump on and everything. So we got our new gasket. And we have our nice new water pump. So this is a 2JZ non-VVTi out of a MK4 Supra. Got it off Rock Auto. It was like, I don't know, 40 bucks, 45 bucks for an Ison. So that's really sweet. water pumps all back on and everything like that. All we got left is to put our cam gear back on, our cover back on, and you know, all our gears down here, and rebuild our VVTi gear, get the time belt all back on and everything. So we're getting pretty close. So yeah, I'm gonna get the cover and stuff. We'll start putting some things on here. I'm not gonna bore you with putting that on. I'm just gonna bring you back when I have some more stuff installed. Alright guys, so here's what we're looking like right now. We got the one gear on, we got our timing gear down here on and everything, and now we are going to be messing with the VVTi gear and rebuilding it. So I know that you can buy these for like 300 bucks rebuilt and everything, and they're common that they leak, so we're gonna rebuild it. If you can notice there, I've put a Sharpie mark on the circle, and I've also put a Sharpie down here where the pulley outer piece and the inner piece meet there, so you can kind of see. That allows me to just kind of mark it and try to get it back exactly where it is, because you do have to get these back because they are like adjusted from the factory when they're built to be accurate. So you want to get it back as close as possible. And from what I've told, when you take this apart, there'll be a stain right here and here from where it's been assembled, and that'll help you keep it relative to where it was. But that's what I did. I put a Sharpie in there, a Sharpie mark in that circle, and a Sharpie mark down here. Now we're going to take these bolts out and separate the two so we can get to the O-ring and replace it, so that we know that this will be good and won't cause any problems later on down the road, because these have been known to leak oil and everything. We don't want that. So yeah, let me get this apart and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so here's the notorious VVTi seal. This one actually is still rubbery, and it probably was fine. Actually, I know it was fine, but we're doing it for preventative maintenance. So yeah, this gets installed in this groove inside here and everything. So we got a new one of those, and then this is the top, and then you have these gears. So one thing I will show you real quick is, in case you're trying to figure out how these go together, you need to find the big fat slot and the equally big fat slot, and then you'll notice there's a mark there and a mark there. So what you do is you line up the big fat slots, and the keys, you'll see they go together, and then it'll just drop in and rotate off. So you can kind of see right there. That's all you gotta do. And then pretty much for this part is, once this is assembled, you're gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna find your big fat slot, your other big fat slot, and you're going to just put them together and it'll drop in. And then the last step you do is you bolt this back onto that backing of the cam gear once you have the new O-ring in. So this is pretty much ready to be installed. So now I got to get the new O-ring, and I'll be back. So here's our new O-ring from Drift Motion, and if you can't tell, it is slightly thicker than the original. Now the reason is because it is a custom O-ring, from what I believe, and what you have to do is, it will not fit. Whoop, I lost you. It will not fit in the cam gear and stay. So there's a reason for that. What you have to do is you have to stretch it, and then once you have stretched it a little bit, this buys you a little bit of time to assemble it, and it also makes the O-ring the proper profile required for the VVTi and everything. So as you can see there, the O-ring fits, but if you watch, it will slowly go back to its size. And if you can see that now, it is no longer fitting in the groove. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to stretch it out until it fits, and then you're going to assemble it. You can't wait around, you can't waste a lot of time. You pretty much have to get it to fit and then put the two pieces together to hold it in the groove, because it will shrink back to its original size. So this is going to be kind of awkward to do with the camera, but I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens, and everything like that. So we're going to stretch it out. We're going to get it in there, and then we are going to assemble. There we go. So now, the thing to note is, like I said, these can be rotated. So that's where our marks come in handy. Our mark there and our mark down here. That will help us get this as close as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and align this and get it all bolted back together, and it'll be done. Alright guys, so here we are all back assembled. Trying to see if I can put a little bit of light for you to see that our circle is pretty much perfectly lined up there, and that our marks right there, I know they're hard to see, but they are also lined up there. So you can see they're lined up there, and our mark down there is lined up as well. And then this paint mark here would have lined up, but I think I tightened it just a hair over what it was tightened to the factory. I don't know exactly what the torque spec is. I just impacted them on, so they'll be fine. But yeah, so there, our VVTi gear is rebuilt. That was easier than I thought. I was a little afraid of it for this. Actually, for this part, this was one of the things I was a little bit weary of because I've never done it before. But yeah, I say it's good. Everything seems to line up the way it should. So I'm gonna slap this bad boy on, and we'll be closer to getting our timing belt back on. Alright guys, so this last part of getting the VVTi gear on and everything like that before installing the belt, I searched YouTube for an explanation of this, and it's kind of confusing. I did find out a few things regarding these dots and these slashes. To make it real simple, the slashes are top dead center, so a slash means you're at top dead center. The dots, like the dot here and the dot here, mean you're at 60 degrees before top dead center. It's kind of, so there's two marks on the crank pulley, one's for top dead center, one's for 60 degrees. So basically, to simplify this and everything, because I had trouble finding exact information that was clear, hopefully this will be clear. When you set your VVTi timing, you want to basically install it so that when you rotate it fully clockwise, it lines up where you want it. And basically what that means is fully clockwise, this dot, that dot will both be pointed at the same angle, and this mark will line up and this mark will line up, and it cannot rotate clockwise anymore. It can rotate counterclockwise, and then you will see the dot lines up. So basically line the dot up, rotate it clockwise, your line will line up, and then install your belt. And that is with the mark at the slashes. So this means the crank was set at top dead center, not 60 degrees before top dead center. If you were using 60 degrees before top dead center, this dot would line up with that dot. This dot would line up with this slash mark, and this dot would line up with that slash mark. But the same thing would be true. Rotated fully clockwise, this dot would then line up. But we're using the slashes because we're at top dead center. So yeah. Bit confusing, but pretty much like I said, if you're using top dead center, basically set it to the dot, rotate it full clockwise, it should line up your slash marks, and then install your belt with it fully clockwise. Cannot turn clockwise anymore. Hopefully that clears it up. I'm going to get the belt installed, get the tensioner installed. That took me a while and slowed me down a little bit because I wanted to ask for clarification from my buddy who just did this on his 1J, just so I could get it right. So yeah, I'm trying to help you guys out by giving you correct information. Alright guys, there it is, all back together. So new water pump, new timing belt, new cam seals, new crank seal, new VVTi gear seal, and everything. The only thing I didn't replace is I didn't replace the tensioner, I didn't replace the idler pulley, and everything, because this was smooth, quiet, perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable, and this was tight and firm, had plenty of pressure, not worried about it. So yeah, there we go. So now I just got to get the covers back on and everything like that. We got the valve covers painted so we can put new gaskets and get that back on. And now I pretty much also have to get some other parts real quick and everything. So let me grab those and I'll show you what we got. Alright guys, so this is going to be the stopping point of the night. As you can see, we got it all back together. I laid the valve covers on there just to get an idea of what she's going to look like. And I will tell you, it is very pretty. I am so happy I decided to paint this front cover the same color as the valve covers. It really gives it more pop. So yeah, I kind of wish I would have painted this cover as well, but that's alright. I really like it. It's super sweet. I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see all the pearl and flake inside. And it matches pretty good. You know, this is kind of dirty, but you can see it matches pretty good. So I'm pretty happy. So yeah, super stoked. 1JZ time belt, all the refresh is all done. So we're getting really close to getting to the point of putting the drivetrain together and getting the car together to test fit. And yeah, that's going to wrap up this video of part 2 of the 1JZ swap preparation, whatever you want to call it. Either way, we just assembled, now we reassembled, everything's changed and ready to go. I'm super excited to be making progress. Hopefully we can finish the last few touches on the motor, and then we can move to the car, which hopefully won't take more than a day to prep for the engine to be dropped in for a test fit. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel and everything. You know the rundown. Stay tuned for more content, and I will see you on the next one. Hopefully we will get to dropping the engine and transmission in for a test fit and seeing what we have to do to get a transmission crossmember made, because we have to make one. So yeah, see you on the next one. Later!